The Benue State government has declared Wednesday, the 18th day of June 2025 as a public holiday to encourage all Benuans to come out and welcome the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as he paid a courtesy visit to Benue State to commemorate and visit scene of the attack in Benue State. You have to recall that a few days ago, the people of Benue State came under intense attack where over 200 persons were massacred. Where, after much pressure, the president announced that he's going to clear his schedule and visit the people of Benue State. In preparation of his visits, the governor of Benue State has declared Wednesday the 18th as a public holiday in order to give the president a rosy reception in Benue State. Sometimes I just stay and I ask myself, why are we blessed with heartless and insensitive leaders? Leaders that do not understand the plight of the people. Leaders that are insensitive. Leaders that all they care is politics. There is a reason why public holiday has been declared in Benue State in order to welcome the president. The reason is because they want to give all civil servants an opportunity to come out and welcome the president. It is going to be a colorful reception for the president. Everybody that come out, they are going to wear clothes to welcome the president. The president is going to Benue State to assess the damage that was done in Benue State. As the President and Commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it is his duty to protect the life and properties of every terrorist in this country. Anywhere there is an attack, it is the duty of the President to go there and pay a visit, assess the situation, and give directive on what to happen. What the President is going to Benue State to do is not a walking visit. What the President is going to Benue State to do is not a state visit. It is an emergency visit. An emergency visit that should enable him to reflect on what has happened in Benue State. An emergency visit that will enable him to see his failures staring him in his face. But the governor of Benue State and the people of Benue State, they are going to give the president a colorful reception. How does a colorful reception make the visit of the president an emergency visit? They want to turn it into a campaign visit. They want to let the people of Nigeria know that Benue State love the president in as much as there is insecurity in the land, in as much as the president has abandoned them and failed in his primary responsibilities of protecting the life and people of Benue State. They are going there for funfair. They are going there for show. The president is not going there because he feels the pains and plight of the people, the innocent people in Benue State that were massacred in cold blood, the innocent people in Benue State that were chased out of their ancestral home, the innocent people in Benue State whose home were set ablaze by the terrorists that attacked them. But rather, he is going there because Benue State is an APC state. And as then, they have charged the governor to ensure that people come out to welcome the president. People come out to show solidarity to the president. People come out to sing the praises of the president. And my question is, what exactly are they showing solidarity to the president for? What exactly will they be singing praises to the president for? I mean, this is someone that looked away while your people were being murdered in cold blood. Why are you declaring a public holiday for the president? Over 200 persons were killed, and this is not an isolated event. There have been a recurring decimal of killings in Benue State. The governor of that state has never declared a public holiday to mourn the people that were killed in Benue State. The governor of that state has never declared a public holiday to ask the youth and the security personnel to go inside the bush and fish out the people responsible for this deadly act. The governor has never declared a public holiday to allow sympathizers from other states to come into Benue State and aid in humanitarian service. He even stopped Mr. P2B, who wanted to go to Benue State for humanitarian service. But the governor is declaring a public holiday to welcome a president that failed in his primary responsibility to protect the people of Benue State. The president that neglected the people of Benue State. Not only is he declaring a public holiday, he's asking the people to come out in their numbers. He's asking the people to wear a colorful shirt to come and welcome a president in a state that ought to be mourning. 200 lives wasted, and they just move on like that. and they want to organize a fun fair. They want to close down Benue State in order to welcome a president. This is the highest level of ink sensitivity. We are talking about a president that did not visit when the incident occurred. Now we are talking of Benue State. Another incident happened in Enugu State where some persons were killed by the Fulani herdsmen. When will the president visit? When will the president visit Niger State? Mr. P2B took to his official X account to advise the president on how a leader should act in situations like this. Let me read to you what Mr. P2B said. What cannot be hidden in leadership? Leadership of a nation is such that it's either succeeding or failing. None can be hidden. There are critical areas of leadership that must exist for a nation to move forward. And these are summed up in 4 C's: competence, capacity, character, and compassion. Where these 4 are non-existent, there is no magic you can do. It is in this line that I've always maintained that we must move away from voting based on tribe and religion and begin to vote for people with competence, capacity, character, and compassion. Because we have all seen painfully what leadership without these qualities has done to our country. Competence, because Nigeria today needs a leader who understands the issues, who has the knowledge, experience, and clear ideas to solve them. Capacity, because it is not a ceremonial position. It requires strength, stamina, and the mental energy to confront our complex challenges. And above all, leadership must be rooted in character and integrity, because without integrity, public trust collapses, corruption thrives, and selfishness takes over. But perhaps most importantly, we need compassion, because when a leader lacks compassion, human lives are treated as statistics and suffering is ignored. Sadly, the evidence is right before our eyes. Recently, we witnessed several flooding in Niger State that claimed nearly 200 lives, with many still missing. Yet, not even a single presidential visit. This in a nation where the scene of the tragedy is less than an hour away by helicopter. Just days ago, over 200 Nigerians, innocent men, women, children, and even soldiers were massacred in Benue State. Again, no presidential visit, no physical presence at the scenes of pain, no genuine national mourning, no leadership face to comfort the grieving or give hope to the people. Yet, we have seen what true leadership looks like elsewhere. In India, after a plane crash killed nearly 200 people, the Prime Minister was physically at the scene within hours. In South Africa, when flood claimed 78 lives, the President went personally to the affected communities, stood with them, and took responsibility. That is leadership with compassion. That is leadership that understands the value of human life. But here in Nigeria, we have normalized leadership without empathy, without accountability, and without a human face. That is why I insist, Nigeria does not just need another president. Nigeria needs a leader with competence, capacity, character, and compassion. Until we choose leaders on these principles, the cycle of pain will only continue. A new Nigeria is possible. P.O. Peter Obi just highlighted what Bola Ahmed Tinubu has displayed so far in Benue State. He lacks capacity, he lacks competence, he lacks integrity, and he lacks compassion. Capacity means that the moment the incident occurred in Benue State, the president should have been there within hours. Every other engagement of the president should have been suspended, because the life of the people is of utmost priority to any leaders across the world. This is what true leadership is all about. And you can see how Mr. P2B drew a comparison between what is happening in Nigeria and what happened in India and South Africa. There was a deadly plane crash that claimed over 240 persons. The Prime Minister of India was there within hours, assessed the situation, gave directive. That is how a true leader should behave. A true leader is obligated to the people. A true leader is subjected to the people. A true leader owes everything to the people. But here in Nigeria, our politicians want us to believe that we owe them. Our politicians want us to believe that we are subjected to them. Our politicians want us to believe that they don't owe us anything. But these are the same people that went around the country, went around the state, went around the LGs, soliciting for vote from the people. But the moment they secure that vote, they will completely forget and abandon the people. The reason why they are doing all of this is because You enable this rascality and impunity. Definitely, people will come out in Benue State to welcome a president that's abandoned them. People will come out in Benue State to welcome a president that neglected them, a president that watched them die, a president that watched terrorists kill their loved ones. They will definitely come out in their colorful apparel to sing praises of adulation to the president. Watch out what is going to happen tomorrow in Benue State. Thank you for watching. I am going to see you in the next video.